All right, folks, good evening. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining over here. Right? Am I audible? Can you hear me? Am I audible, folks? Am I audible? Can you please confirm if I'm audible? Am I audible? Right? Please let me know if I'm audible. Okay. So we have been doing this paper over here, right? Okay. CDS 2024-2. We have already done part A with question number 1 to 20, part B question number 21 to 40, and today we are doing part C from question number 41 to 60, right? Okay. So without any further ado, right, let's get started. So it is saying the mean weight of 150 students in a class is 60 kg, right? Okay. The average weight of 150 students in a class is 60 kg, right? The mean weight of the boys in the class is 70 kg, right? Okay. The mean weight of the boys is 70 kg and that of girls is 55 kg, right? Okay. And the combined average is how much? 60 kg. That's what they are telling, right? Then what is the ratio of the boys to the number of girls is what they are asking, right? Simply you do crisscross over here, right? 1:2 over here is the answer to this particular question, folks. Easy, right? Extremely easy question, right? Not at all a difficult one for sure, right? Okay. Question number 41. This is what we'll go ahead with it, right? It does not really matter, right, about this particular information, right? We don't have to worry about that, right? Two towers A and B are of height 23 meters and 11 meters respectively, and they stand, right, 9 meters apart, right? Okay, right? So this is your 23-meter tower and this is your 11-meter tower, and this distance over here is 9 meters. Okay, right? Okay, right? A straight rod is joined to the two tops of the tower, right? Okay, two tops of the tower. So can I simply say something like O, A, B, C, D? I have named all of these points over here, right? Okay, so in that case, you know OA is equal to BD is equal to 9 meters. That is for sure given, right? Isn't it? Okay, so now if I have to look at and CD can also be said like what, right? CD is 12, right? So now if we redraw this triangle over here, right, which is your C, D and B, so this is your 9, this is your 12, right? So automatically this is your 15, isn't it? Okay, so CB is 15, right? Okay, 15 meters, right? So a monkey sitting on the top of the tower A, right? This is the tower A, the bigger one, climbs the rod to reach the top of B, right? To reach the top of B, this is the tower B. If the monkey takes 5 minutes to reach the other end, right? Okay, basically it takes 5 minutes to travel the distance of CB, right? You know CB distance is equal to 15 meter, right? Okay, time taken is equal to 5 minutes, right? So what is the average speed, or in other words simply what is the speed of the monkey is what you are being asked. Okay, right? You know by meter per minute it is how much? 3 meter per minute. So obviously A and B is definitely not the answer. If we have to change that into centimeter per second, right, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter, right, and 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds, right? So which will give you 5 centimeter per minute over here. So over here 40 second. D is going to be the correct answer for this particular question, folks, right? Easy, easy, right? Isn't it? Easy, absolutely easy one, right? Okay, so with that we'll move to the next question, right? Hi, Kim Jong-un, good evening. Thank you so much for joining. So we are doing some maths questions over here, right? Okay, right, yeah, this one, question number 43. This is a very interesting question, Somaya folk. This question of 43 is a very interesting question, right? A spherical wooden ball of radius r is to be divided into 8 equal identical parts, right? Okay, right? So yeah, there is one way of thinking, right? If this is your sphere, this is your sphere, right? Okay, one way of thinking is that you will do the first cut over here, right? Okay, right, then the second cut over here, right? Okay, that's it. Any more cut you will be making? Okay, then it will be in 4 different pieces, right? Isn't it? Okay, then possibly you will cut it likewise, isn't it? Okay, right? If you look from the top, if you look from this particular, if your eyes are placed over here, right? Okay, if you look it from here, right? Okay, first cut is this, okay, right? Okay, and then the second cut is like this, okay, and one more cut will be there, right? This is one way of thinking, right? This is one way of thinking, which is a confusing way of thinking, right? Okay, right? So you can imagine the sphere in your mind. There is from the middle you have made the cut, and then from this position and from this position you have made the cut. That's like you will say like 4 pieces from the top and 4 pieces from the bottom, right? Okay, this is exactly what you will be thinking, isn't it? Okay, so let's not thinking that way, right? This is a confusing way of thinking, right? If you go in that particular way, you will get 5 pi r square by 2 something like that, which is not in the answer. Okay, right? So what we will do over here in that case, right, we will imagine this is sphere like this, okay, and this is sphere, right? You have to make, right, if you make the first cut, it gives 2 parts, okay, right? And if you make the another cut, again it makes into 4 part, right? And if you make another cut, right, the third cut, now you have how many? 6 part, and then you make the another cut over here, right? Okay, which is the 4th cut, then it gives you 8 parts. Okay, so what does it mean? You have to make 4 cuts in total, right? Isn't it? 4 cuts in total. What they are asking, they are asking what is the surface area of each of the pieces, each of those 8 pieces. Okay, right? First of all, the curved surface area of the entire spherical this spherical stuff will be what? 4 pi r square. That is for sure given, there is no doubt about that, right? Okay, the total surface, the surface area of the the sphere, right? Okay, now when you do the first cut, okay, now you do the first cut over here, you do the cut like this, okay, right? Now when you do the first cut, you do something like that, and eventually the sphere becomes something like this, isn't it? Okay, now you imagine these 2 faces, right? This particular face and this particular face, right? Okay, right? Each of these 2 faces are what? Pi r square, isn't it? Pi r square, each of these 2 faces. So when you make one cut, it is giving you 2 new faces, right? This particular face in black and this particular face in black, right? Okay, so each of the cut is giving you 2 pi r square, right? Okay, total you are making 4 cuts, right? So plus over here 4 into 2 pi r square, right? Is that what you have, right? So now if you solve for it, this is how much? 12 pi r square, right? This is the total surface area of all the 8 pieces, right? So if you do it divided by 8 over here, this will go 2 times, this will go 3 times, right? 3 pi r square by 2 over here. Question number 43, B is going to be your answer to this particular question, folks, right? Okay, sorry, I'm doing a lot of hard work but very less views. Hey, it's okay, like some of my students, they watch it later also, right? That's completely fine. Okay, it's okay. I mean, if you want to help me, you can possibly share it with your friends, right? Okay, I'd be very grateful for that. Okay, thank you so much, right? Okay, So yeah, if your friends and all, if they are preparing for all of this examination, you can possibly share it with them, isn't it? Okay. Hard work everyone has to do, right? Okay, isn't it? Right. There is, Jeff Bezos, right? Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon. He says depression, right? Depression comes not from hard work. Okay, right? Depression comes from not working at all, right? Okay. So I don't mind. Okay, all those people, those who want to learn, those who want to study, they will come, right? Okay, they will study, isn't it? Okay, yes or no? Isn't it? Right? It's their choice. If somebody wants to study, they want to study. If they don't want to study, that's okay, perfectly fine, right? Okay. All right. Question number 44. A trolley with two wheels 1 meter apart is moved clockwise on the circular track around the ground with the radius 50 meter, right? Okay, right? Described by the right wheel. If the size of the each wheel is of 1 foot radius and the right wheel turns 1000 times, how many times will the other wheel turn? Okay, right? Okay, so you have a track something like this. Okay, you have a track something like this, and this trolley is moving in this particular direction, which is your clockwise direction, right? The trolley is moving in the clockwise direction, right? Isn't it? Okay, so if the trolley is moving in the clockwise direction, obviously the cart which is over here, right? Okay, this cart over here is, right, this cart is the right one, isn't it? This cart is the right one, isn't it? Okay, right? So distance traveled by the right wheel is equal to how much? 50 meters, right? Okay, isn't it? Okay, so track around the ground with the radius 50 meters, right? So basically this particular radius over here is 50 meters, right? So this particular distance, over here is automatically going to be 51, right? Okay, so distance traveled by the left wheel is how much? 51 meters, isn't it? Okay, now they have already given over here one thing, is that the dimension, the radius of the each of the wheels are same, right? Which is 1 foot. Okay, we are not really need to worry about this 1 foot. Okay, we don't have to use that. What it means that the radius of the wheel is exactly the same, right? Okay, to travel 50 meters, right? To travel 50 meters, it has to make, right, 1000 turns, right? So to travel 51 meters, obviously over here is into 20, so over here also it will be 20, right? So 1020 turns over here will be the answer for, okay, right? It could be a little bit of confusing question, yes, okay, given the examination scenario, right? Okay, if it comes to you in the very first iteration, then that would be perfectly fine, okay, and otherwise you might want to skip this question also, right? That's perfectly fine, okay. So that is the question number 44, right? Now let's move on to question number 45. What is the remainder when 70, 71, 72 up till 70, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is divided by 1000? Okay, right? So can I extract from this? Can I extract, right, 70? Can I write at 2 into 5 into 7? Right? Can I write 2 into 5 into 7? Right? Isn't it? Okay. From this 72, can I write 2 into 36? Right? Okay, and from 75, right, from 75, can I write 5 into 5 into 3? Right? Okay, and from, let's say, 76, can I write 2 into 38? Okay, can I write 2 into 38? Right? So this is 5 into 2, 10, right? 5 into 2, 10, right? 5 into 2, 10, right? Okay, so obviously what does it mean? That entire this number is eventually completely divided by 1000. If it is completely divided by 1000, what is the remainder? Right? If it is completely divided by 1000, then obviously your remainder is how much? 0, isn't it? Okay, right? Remainder is 0, right? Okay. All right, let's move on to question number 46. In that case, a vertical pole of length 80 meter is situated on a horizontal plane, right? So this is, let's say, your horizontal plane, right? Okay, and now this is your vertical pole, and this pole is how much? 80 meter is what they are saying, right? Then the base of the pole is P, right? There are 2 points A and B, right? There are 2 points, A is over here and B is over here, right? Okay, 2 points A and B, right, such that P and B are on the same straight line. Let the angles of the elevation, right? Okay, right, over here we have D option as well. Okay, that is 135, right? Okay, so yeah, okay, there are 2 points A, B such that let the angle of elevation of the top of the pole from A and B are alpha and beta. Okay, right? Okay, so from here this is the angle of elevation, right? This is your alpha, right? And over here that is saying this is beta, right? They have also given alpha is greater than beta, right? As you move towards the base of the pole, right, the angle increases, isn't it? If the angle increases, then that is why you have alpha is greater than beta, right? Okay, now they have also given over to you PA value over here is 64, right? Okay, PA value is 64 and AB value is 63. All of it are in meter, right? So PB value is automatically 100 over here, right? So they are asking what is the value of alpha plus beta over here is what they are asking, folks, right? Okay, so can you find out from this, can you find out tan alpha, right? Tan alpha is equal to opposite by adjacent, right? 80 by 64. If you calculate this, you will get 5 by 4, right? Okay, now can you also calculate tan beta? Tan beta is equal to 80 by 100 or otherwise is equal to 4 by 5, right? Now can you apply formula over here, tan alpha plus beta, right? Tan alpha plus beta, everyone knows that, which is how much? Tan alpha plus tan beta divided by 1 minus tan alpha into tan beta, right? Is that what we have, right? So now tan alpha value over here you already have 5 by 4 and tan beta value is 4 by 5 divided by 1 minus, right? Okay, tan alpha value is 4 by 5 and 5 by 4, right? Each of this, right? It is the value of tan alpha plus beta. Okay, now can you look at the denominator over here? If you look at this denominator, this will cut and denominator is value is 0. Okay, if denominator value is 0, right, if denominator value is 0, what does it mean? Okay, this whole stuff over here is your undefined, right? This entire stuff over here is what? Undefined or infinity, right? Undefined or infinity. In that case, alpha plus beta is how much? 90 degree, isn't it? Alpha plus beta is how much? 90 degree, isn't it? Easy? Easy, yes or no? Right? Okay. Kim Jong-un, are you able to solve this, understand this, right? Okay, so this is your question number 46 over here, folks, right? You have to smartly apply tan alpha plus beta. Okay, you might be able to do it in a different way as well, and those way could be slightly easier than this. Okay, how about question number 47, right? Let's just focus only on question number 47, no any other question for now. Okay, right? Okay, if you have to question number 47, right, this entire stuff, right, this entire stuff, right, I'm writing it as x raised to 8k plus 3 plus x raised to 8k plus 6 plus x raised to 8k plus 9 plus x raised to 8k plus 12 is what you have. Okay, now tell me what is that thing that you can take common out of it. Okay, what is the thing that you can take common out of it? Okay, x raised to 8k plus 3 can be taken as common, right? So it turns out to be plus 1 plus, right, x cube, right, x cube, right? Then only know if you solve for these two, this is what will come, right? Okay, x raised to the power 6 and x raised to the power 9 is what you will have. Okay, so this is the value of this particular entire stuff. Okay, this is the value of this entire stuff over here, right? Okay, now if you have to solve for this, right, if you have to solve for this, this is simply 1 plus x cube plus x raised to the power 6 plus x raised to the power 9, isn't it? Now this value divided by this value, 1 plus x cube plus x, I did not write it, okay, this one gone, this one gone. What are you left with over here? You are left with this particular value. Now they are asking what is the quotient, right? The quotient is 47. D over here is the folks, is the answer, okay, right? Okay, 47, D is the answer, folks. Easy, right? Now let's move on to the next question. A square is drawn inside a square of side 14 centimeter, right? Okay, so if we have a square over here, right? Okay, if we have a square over here ABCD, right? Okay, this is square, the outer square, the length of this side is 14 centimeter over here, right? A square is drawn inside a square of side 14 centimeter in such a way that the corners of the inner square coincide with the midpoints of the sides of the the outer square. Okay, so it is saying something like this. Okay, it is saying something like that. Okay, so what is the area lying between the two squares? Okay, what is the area lying between the two squares? Okay, what is the area of this is what they are saying. Okay, right, isn't it? Okay, so this is the area is what they are saying. Okay, rather than guessing anything over here, right? Okay, I would really not suggest you to guess anything over here, right? Okay, so area of the outer square is equal to 14 square, right? 14 square is 196, right? Okay, now this value over here, right? Okay, let me call it CD EF, right? Let me call it EF, right? So what is the value of EF in that case, right? This value is 7, this value is also 7, right? So EF value over here is how much? 7 root 2, right? EF value is 7 root 2, right? So which means the area of the inner square is how much? 7 root 2 whole square, right? Which is 49. 49 into 2 is how much? Okay, 49 into 2 is 48, right? Okay, so now they are asking what is the area in between. Okay, so simply 196 minus 98, you will be left with 98 as an answer. Okay, right? Or otherwise you could have also concluded that, okay, if the area of the outer one is 196, obviously the area of the inner one will be half of it, which is 98. Okay, so 196 minus 98, again you reach the same answer over here, which is your 98. Okay, easy, absolutely easy. Question number 49. Okay, what do you guys think about question number 49? Okay, the base of a right angle triangle is 4 by 3 times the height of the triangle, right? This is what they are saying, absolutely an easy one. Okay, right, the base of a right angle triangle, right? So let's just draw a right angle triangle, right? Okay, don't be in a hurry, you seem that you are in a hurry, right? Okay, the base of a triangle is 4 by 3 times, okay, 4 by 3 times that. Okay, if the area of the triangle is 54 square, right? So half into base into height is equal to 54 is what they are saying, right? Okay, this one gone, 2 times this one gone, 27 times. Okay, x square is equal to 81, x is equal to 9. Okay, so which means this height is equal to how much? 9. Okay, and obviously this value is how much? Okay, 12, right? Okay, this is 3 4 5, this will be how much? 15, right? Okay, so right, then they are asking what is the perimeter. Okay, what is the perimeter over here? Okay, so 15 plus 12 is 27 plus 9 is how much? Okay, 36 centimeter over here is going to be the perimeter for this particular question. Okay, easy, absolutely easy one, isn't it? Easy one, easy or tough one? Tell me, easy or tough one? Okay, so with this we reach question number 49. Okay, now question number 50, which is a very seated question over here, right? Sitter question, absolutely a sitter question, right? Okay. How about this particular question, folks? How about this particular question? Okay. What is the area of a triangle having sides 4, 4, 6 units? Okay. Right? How about this? Okay. Don't always look for formula in that case. Right? Okay. If you look for formula for every single question, then it won't really work out. Okay. Right? So for this particular question, how are you going to solve this? Okay. Can I assume this one as a scalene triangle? Okay. If I assume this as scalene triangle, what is the semi-perimeter? 4 plus 6 by 2, which is how much? 7, right? And now Heron's formula, right? S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C, root under, right? S is how much? 7. 7 into A, 7 into B, 7 into C, right? Okay, which is simply 3 root 7 over here, square units. Question number 50. Answer will be A. Easy, folks? Easy or tough? Tell me. Easy or tough? Are you guys able to understand these questions? Right? Alright, so we'll move to the next question in that case, question number 51, right? Consider the 3 items, right? Okay, let triangle ABC be a right angle at B. Okay, triangle ABC be right angled at B. Okay, right? Now, let me just reduce the size over here. Okay, right? If I reduce the size a little bit over here, right? Okay, this is something like that. Okay, right? Let's just read that. Okay, let the triangle ABC. Okay, I'm solving question number 51 now. Okay, the triangle ABC be right angled at B. Okay, right? So this is your triangle. Okay, let ABC be a triangle right angled at B. Okay, right? P is a point on right? P is a point on BC such that BP is equal to PC, right? Okay, AB is equal to 10 centimeter they have given. Okay, right? BAP, right? BAP, where this is your 45 degrees. Okay, right? And CAP, this angle is theta, right? And also they are saying ACP, right? ACP over here, this angle is gamma from this question. Okay, I'm trying to solve this 51 and 52 together, right? Okay, then what they are saying, okay, CAP is equal to theta, right? Okay, right? Okay, now let triangle ABC be a right angle triangle at B, right? Okay, P is a point, right? P is a point, okay, over here, such that AB is equal to, right, BP is equal to PC is also they are saying, right? Okay, now one thing, can you guys guess it? Angle BAP is equal to 45 degree, therefore angle BPA, right? Angle BPA, this angle in black, will also be 45 degrees. Okay, what does it mean? Okay, it means that BP, okay, BP is also 10, right? Okay, sides opposite to equal angle, right? Which implies PC is also your 10, isn't it? Okay, right? Isn't it? Right? So now if BPA is equal to 45 degree, therefore angle APC, right, will be 180 minus 45, which will be how much? 130 degree, 135 degrees, right? So which means this angle over here in yellow over here is your how much? 135 degrees, right? Isn't it? Right? Now they have given the clue over here, use tan alpha plus beta, right? Okay, they have given us the clue that tan alpha plus beta, right? Okay, can I use over here instead of that? Okay, instead of that, can I use tan theta plus gamma instead? Okay, right? Tan theta plus gamma is equal to, right, tan theta plus gamma is how much? This angle over here is 135 degree, right? So tan theta plus gamma is how much, right? Obviously, right, this is your tan 45, right? Or otherwise simply 1, okay, right? Simply it is equal to 1, isn't it? Which is equal to tan theta plus tan gamma, right? Tan gamma 1 minus tan theta tan gamma, okay, right? Now over here this is your gamma, this is your gamma, isn't it? Okay, so tan gamma value is how much? Okay, tan gamma is equal to opposite by adjacent, right? Okay, opposite is AB, adjacent is BC, 1 by 2. And this is the exact question over here, 52, right? Question of 52, they are asking the exact question, this, what is the value of tan gamma? Okay, tan gamma value is 1 by 2. Okay, 52 is already solved. Okay, right? Now question number 51 over here, right? Okay, now if it is 1 over here, can I simply write 1 minus tan theta, right? Tan gamma is equal to 1 by 2. So simply by 1 by 2 is equal to tan theta, right? Tan theta plus tan gamma value is 1 by 2, right? Okay, is that what we have? Is that what we have, folks, right? So now over here this is your 1 and this is your half, right? Okay, so if this comes over here, 1 minus half is equal to tan theta plus tan theta by 2, right? Okay, so 1 minus half is how much? 1 minus half is how much, right? 1 minus half is, okay, 1 minus half is half only, right? Isn't it? Are we making any mistake somewhere? Anywhere? Okay, right? So 1 over here, tan theta by 2, okay, right? Okay, so hold on, I'm making some mistake, 3 by 2, right? Okay, right? Okay, so over here this is your theta and this is your gamma, right? Okay, so tan theta plus gamma, right, is equal to tan theta plus tan gamma value is 1 by 2 already, right? Okay, 1 minus tan theta, right, tan theta into gamma, that means 1 by 2 over here, right? Okay, and now this particular value is tan 45 overall, right? So which means this is your 1 over here, right? Okay, so 1 minus tan theta by 2 is equal to tan theta plus half, right? Plus half, right? This is what you missed. Okay, right? So now if this one goes over here, right? If this one goes over here, right? Okay, so this is your half is equal to, okay, sorry, we are going correct only, right? This one, if it goes over here, 1 plus 1 by 2 is 1 plus 1 by 2 is how much? 3 by 2. This one gone, this one gone. Okay, so tan theta is equal to 1 by 3, right? Okay, so question number 51, 1 by 3 over here. B is what going to be the answer, folks, right? Okay, question number 51, right? And for question number 52, they already told angle ACP, right? This is your angle A, this is your C, this is your P. So this value in yellow over here is gamma, right? So tan gamma is equal to opposite by this particular value. So 10 by 20, it is 1 by 2. Even if you are not able to solve question number 51, you should have been able to solve question number 52 for sure, easily, right? Okay, so that is a question number 52, folks, right? Now question number 53, the line segment AP divides the area of the triangle ABC into two equal parts, right? okay, right? So if the bases are equal, right, if these two bases over here are equal, right, okay, if BP is equal to PC, right, and in that case both of them are equal to 10, right? So AP is the median, right? So if AP is the median, then yes, okay, the line segment AP is indeed dividing the triangle ABC into two equal parts, okay, right? Now over here the perimeter of the triangle APC is more than 46, right, okay, then the triangle of APC, right, okay, this is the triangle APC, right, this is the triangle APC, something like that, okay, you know this value is 10, right? Now if we apply Pythagoras over here, if we apply Pythagoras over here, this is 10 and this is 20, right? So this value will be root under 10 square, which means 100 plus 200, this will be root under 500, okay. Root under 500 means simply means what? 10 root 5, okay. Now this value AP, right, APC, right? Now this value AP over here, right, this value AP over here will be simply 10 root 2, right, 10 root 2. If you add all of this, you will be getting how much, right? You will be getting how much? 10 plus 10 root 2 plus 10 root 5, okay. So 10 plus, right, 1.414, right, okay. So which is your 1.414, right, okay. Root 5 value is 2.23, right, okay. So which is your 22 point, okay, 3, right, isn't it? 1.414. Now if you add this is your how much, okay, this is your how much, 46.44 plus, right, okay. This is what they are saying, the perimeter of the triangle APC is more than 46 centimeter, which is correct, okay. The area of the triangle APC is 50 square centimeter, right, okay. You know this AP is the median, right, over here AP is equal to median is what we have found out, okay. So in that case the triangle, the area of triangle ABC will be equal to the area of triangle APC, right, isn't it? Okay, these two areas will be the same, yes or no, okay. If these two areas are the same, you know what is the area over here, ABC area, this particular area, right, okay, half into base into height, okay, which is a 50, right. And now they are saying 50 is the area of APC as well as the area of ABP as well, okay, right, okay. Over here area of ABP is equal to APC, both are 50 centimeter, right, okay. So for question number 53 we will go ahead with D as the correct answer, folks, okay. We'll go ahead with D over here as the correct answer for this particular question, folks, right. All right. So shall we move to the next question? In that case, what is the median, right? They are asking what is the median in that case over here, right? Okay. So what is the median of the distribution? Okay. What is the median of the distribution is what they are asking. Okay. Can I first of all can I write cumulative frequency 5, 12, 32, right? Okay. 47, okay. 5, 12, 22, right, okay. 5, 12, 5, okay. 5, 7, 12, 22, 37, 45, 48 and 50. This is your, right, the cumulative frequency, right, isn't it? Okay. So in your examination hall, this is how you should be moving, okay. Don't do any reinventing of wheel or anything like that, okay, right. Now if they have asked to you, right, median over here, right, the median formula for a grouped data, right, this is the grouped data, right, is given as, okay, median is given as, right, median is given by lower limit of median class, right, lower limit of median class plus, okay, lower limit of median class plus total number of observation divided by 2 minus C, right, okay, which is the cumulative frequency of the class preceding the median class, right. C is the cumulative frequency of the class preceding the median class divided by F, right, frequency of the median class into over here is your H, right, the size of the class, right, of the class interval, right. If you remember this, right, if you remember this formula, you are for sure going to get it for sure, okay, right, okay. 2-3 questions from this statistics is like guaranteed for sure, 100% guaranteed, okay, right. How do you find out the median class? Right, total number of observation is 50, you do 50 by 2, right, 25, okay. So where you have the cumulative frequency which is just more than 25, okay, which is just more than 25, okay, so just more than 25 is this, okay. So this is your, okay, your median class, right. If this is your median class, then you can simply write down, okay, lower limit of the median class, right, plus n by 2, right, n by 2 is how much, 25, right, minus cumulative frequency of the class preceding the median class, okay, means divided by 22, right, divided by F, right, the class frequency of the median class into H, right. What is the H? Size of the each of the classes is 8 over here, right, okay. So what is this particular value? This particular value is 3 divided by 15 over here, right, 3 divided by 15 is how much, right, okay, this one gone, okay, this is simply 1 by 5, okay, or otherwise simply you can say this thing as nothing but 1.6 over here, right, okay, 46.6 is over here is the answer, right, okay. There could be a little bit of approximation and there seems to be a slight error as well, okay, in the given question only, right, okay. So this is the way that you should be going ahead with, and we don't have any answer like that, okay. So we'll go ahead with the nearest possible answer, which is your 46.3, which is the answer to this particular question, folks, right, okay. Now over here they are asking in question number 55, they are asking what is the mode, okay, what is the mode, okay. So the mode is given as, okay, mode is given as, okay, lower limit of the model class plus f1 divided by f0, 2 times of f1 minus f0 minus f2 into the size of the class, okay. Now how do you derive which one is the, model class, right. Model class is the class in which there is the highest number of observation, okay. So this is itself is your model class as well, okay, right, model class as well, okay. So now what is the lower limit of the model class, right, lower limit of the model class is 45 plus f1 is the frequency of the model class, okay, frequency of the model class, which is how much, 15, right, 15, right, and f0 is 0 comes before 1, right, okay. So f0 over is the frequency of the, right, frequency of the class just before the model class, okay. So this is minus f0 is 10, right, divided by 2 times of f1, right, 2 times of f1 is 30, right, minus 10, and f2, where is f2, right, f2 is the frequency of the class just next to the model class, which is your 8 over here, right, okay, which is your 8 into h, h is the size of the model class, which is your 8 over here, right. So we will delete all of this just to make it a little bit more clear, right. we are solving question number 55 over here, right? So this is your 45 plus, right? Okay, this numerator is how much? 5 into 8, 40 divided by 30 minus 18 is how much? 12. Okay, this will go 2 times, this one will go 3 times. Okay, right? So this is your how much? 45 plus 10 by 3. Okay, 45 plus 10 by 3 is how much, right? Okay, which is your how much, right? 10 by 3 is 3.33, right? 10 by 3 you can write 3.33, or otherwise this is your 48.33, right? Since we don't have such an answer over here, we go ahead with 48.25 as the correct answer, folks. Okay, right? You can also do your own calculation and let me know if I'm doing any error. Okay, as far as I know, we have the standard formula. Okay, right, in order to find out the median. Okay, the only two formulas you have to remember: L plus n by 2 minus C divided by F into H, right? This is for the median. Okay, for mode, okay, this is for the median. Okay, this is for mode is equal to lower limit of the model class plus f1 minus f0 divided by 2 times of f1 f0 f2 into h. Okay, all of this, if you remember this formula, for sure 2 marks is guaranteed in your examination, for sure. Okay, right? And there will be one question from your others as well. Okay, right? Others as in median, the relationship between the mean, median and mode and all that. Okay, right? Now consider the following for the next 2 items that follow. Okay, right? Next 2 items that follow. ABC is a triangle, right? ABC is a triangle. They will only ask about the right angle triangle. Okay, ABC is a right angle triangle, right? BC is equal to 16, they are given. AC minus AB is equal to 2, they are given. Okay, so AC minus AB is 2. So if AB is x, AC is equal to x plus 2, isn't it? From here, can we say x square plus 16 square is equal to x plus 2 whole square, isn't it? Okay, I have done the calculations already. We have found out x is equal to 63. So which means your this particular value is 63, right? Okay, I've already done the calculation. Okay, so this is your 65, right? This is all known to us, right? Okay, now they are saying if angle BAC, if this particular angle is theta, then what is sine theta? Sine theta is what? Opposite by hypotenuse, right? Okay, cos theta is adjacent by hypotenuse, right? Okay, which is your 79 by 65. D is what going to be over here is the correct answer, folks. Okay, so this is what you have for question number 56. Okay, what are the people watching over here? Right, write down if you are able to understand this. Okay, if BD is perpendicular to the side AC, right? Okay, if BD is perpendicular to the side AC, let me draw it in a bigger manner. Okay, if BD is perpendicular to the side, this value they have given as 16, this value they have given as 63, right? And this value they have given as 65. They have not given, we have found it out. Okay, right? So ABC, right? Okay, now BD over here in black is the perpendicular. If BD over here is the perpendicular, right? If BD is the perpendicular on the side AC, then what is the length of BD is what they are asking. Okay, right? Okay, now for over here you have to invoke the similarity rule. Okay, the similarity is that, right? Similarity is triangle BAC is similar to triangle DAB. Okay, so in that case BA by DA is equal to AC by AB is equal to BC by DB. Okay, how exactly we have write it? How exactly we have written it, right? First BA by DA, right? Then AC by AB, right? Then BC by DB, okay, right? We have matched the angle and then we have written, okay? Then BA by DA, what is the value of BA, right? BA value, right? BA value is how much, okay, right? BA value is 63, right? BA value is 63, right? Divided by DA, we don't know what is the value of DA, okay? AC value, right? AC value 65, we have just found out. AB value, right? AB value is 63 only, right? And BC value 16 we have found out, and then DB value, okay, DB or BD, this is what we are supposed to find out, okay? We only need to find out BD, okay? So this one you can ignore, right? Okay, so you have 65 times BD is equal to 63 into 16, which means BD is equal to 63 into 16 divided by 65, okay, right? You do the calculations, okay? You do at least this much calculation, I'm sure all of you can do. If you do the calculation, you will get 1008 by 65 centimeter, right? Okay, so they will have, this is a classical question, folks, okay? Very classical question, okay? They ask in every single examination, okay, right? So this is your question number 57, okay? 58, 59 and 60, okay? We have 3 questions, right? 3 questions, right? Okay, so let Mn be the chord, okay, of length 16 centimeter, okay, right? Okay, so you have something like this, okay, right? Mn be the chord, okay, right? Since I have read the question before, right? Mn be the chord over here, right? Okay, right? And let's say this is your origin O, right? Okay, Mn be the chord of 16 centimeter of a circle with center O, and radius is equal to, right? Okay, radius is equal to 10 centimeter they have given, okay? The tangents at M and N intersect at a point P, right? So this point is P. Further, OP intersects MN perpendicularly at Q, right? Okay. Maybe we should have drawn something, okay, right? So we'll draw it a bit more clearly. Let's say this is your P, right? This is also a very classical one, okay? M, N, okay? This is your Mn, okay, right? And this is, let's say, your radius, sorry, diameter O, right? Okay, now this particular value, okay, intersect P and it intersects over here at Q, right? Let Mn be the chord of the length 16 centimeter, right, of the circle with center at O and radius is equal to 10 centimeter. The tangents at M and N intersect at P. Further, OP intersects Mn at Q, right? So what is the value of OQ, right? Can I take this triangle? Okay, can I take this triangle over here, right? If I have to take this triangle over here, right, this is O, this is Q, this is M. QM, what is the value of QM? Mn value is 16, so QM value is 8, right? Okay, then OM value is simply the radius over here, 10, then automatically this will be 6, 6, 8, 10, right? So for question number 58, OQ value is 6, folks, right? Easy, very easy, right? OQ value over here is 6, right? Okay, now they are asking what is the value of PM, okay? What is the value of PM is what they are asking, okay, right? So in that case, to find out what is the value of PM, right? What is the value of PM? What we have to do is that we have to invoke the rule of similarity, okay, right? So in that case, triangle Q, right? Q at 90 degree, O is a common one, and M is similar to, right? Okay, QOM over here is similar to which particular one? Okay, QOM over here is similar to, now they are asking, okay, now over here this POM, right? Look at this particular one, POM, right? Okay, so POM, it is 90 degree at M, okay, right? Is similar to MOP, right? Okay, how exactly you write it down, the similarity is also very very important, right? At Q, the smaller triangle is having 90 degree. At M, the bigger triangle is having 90 degree. O is common, and P is the other side. Okay, so which means QO by MO is equal to OM is equal to OP. QM is equal to MP, right? So what is the value of QO, right? QO value is 6. What is the value of MO? MO value is 10, right? And OM, MO, OM both are same, right? OP, what is the value of OP? Where is OP, right? OP, right? OP value we don't know, right? They asked PM, right? QM value is 8, right? And PM, right? PM value is what we have to find it out, right? Okay, so from here we can simply say something like this. Okay, we can just check out PM, 6 times of PM is equal to 80, right? Which means PM value is 80 by 6, which is 40 by 3 over here. Question number 59, C is going to be the correct answer for this question, folks. Okay, remember, it is very important to invoke the rule of similarity. If you don't invoke the rule of similarity, then you will be wondering about this particular question. Okay, right? I do not want you to wonder. Okay, what is the area of triangle OMN? Okay, where is OMN? Okay, this is your OMN. Okay, right? This is your, in yellow over here is your OMN. Okay, right? OMN, area of triangle OMN, right? Area of triangle OMN is equal to half into base. Base is how much? MN. MN value already they have given us 16, right? And we have also found out OQ. OQ is the height, right? OQ is the height we found out from here, which is your 6, right? Okay, this one gone, right? This is your 48 centimeter square. For question number 60, we will go ahead with D as the correct answer, folks, right? Question number 60, which one we will go ahead with? 60, question number 60, D is what we will go ahead over here as the correct answer. Okay, so what you realize that only question number 59 was slightly tough, right? Question number 59 was slightly tough, but if you had known about the similarity rule, even this one was not that tough. Let's be just very honest about that, isn't it? Okay, so if your basics are strong, even this one was not so tough for sure. Right, folks? So tomorrow we'll meet again with your part D in this series, and then we'll do question number 60 to 80, and the next day we'll do question number 81 to 100. Okay, so thank you so much all of you for joining. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye, good night, and Jai Hind. Take care. I'll see you folks tomorrow. Bye bye, good night. Jai Hind, folks.